All right. My heart feels like it's gonna bump out of my chest. That's the basin down below me there. I decided to explore today and went up the hill past the condos, and I have now come to the end of the paved section, and I'm on what used to be, at least, some woods road. And I want to tell you, this has been an uphill battle. Wow, literally for quite a while. This is steep. What a climb though. Oh my God, like anytime I need to get some vert in, need to get some practice on climbing steep ascents. This is essentially running up the side of a mountain here. And while I'm not that far above sea level, I'm gaining elevation very quickly. So I've had to stop and catch my breath a couple of times. Number one, because I'm completely out of shape. And then number two, even when I'm in shape, I don't tend to run long ass hills like this. So anyway, I'm just gonna get back at it. I figured that I would use this moment while I'm catching my breath to show what I'm doing out here today. And I mean, it is beautiful. It was paved right up until about that turn there. All right, back at it. All right, so this trail, I've actually come down over a little dip, and it's basically just become a path that runs adjacent to the power lines. This is the end of the road for me today. I could get around it there, but I'm not gonna bother because it just goes up, continues to go. I think I know where this comes out actually, pretty close to where you connect on a road to our highway exit, I believe. Yeah. Wow, what a workout. I'll be interested to see what the elevation gain is on this run, and what that elevation profile looks like. And hopefully it's, records it properly. But yeah, it's interesting. Definitely hear lots of birds and other animals crittering around like critters do. I don't think there's much of a bear population up here, but hey, there could be. In any case, I don't run with headphones in anymore, and I feel like, around here there's going to be black bears, which, yes, while they can be aggressive, black bears typically just do not attack people. It's just very, very rare unless they're protecting their young. I've come across some black bears before on my runs in Nova Scotia, and you stop and give them space, kind of back up, make yourself tall. They're not there to mess around. They're not here to mess around with humans. They're just living their own life in the woods. So, not to say I want to meet a bear, but I feel pretty comfortable and safe. There's no other big predators or any real threats to humans out here in Nova Scotia. So, all right, well, I'm going to make my descent, which is going to be a hell of a lot quicker than this climb up. And, wow, call it a run. It was a good one. This is definitely more elevation gain than I've put in the last 5 days combined, I bet. Ah, man. Okay, let's get back at it. back on the paved section. All right, from here, it's gonna be probably just too fast to hold this somewhat steady on the way home. And yeah, so I'll call it here. Talk about this run afterwards, maybe run a few stats, but that was a lot faster down than it was up. I'm on top of the world here. It's like the drinking water treatment facility. Because our water reserve is right behind me here. There's like a man-made reservoir here. But wow, what a view. This, I mean, it'll never show up properly on camera, but this is amazing. All right, welcome back everybody. I am back at the house now. It's a little while later. I was working for a while, had a shower, had something to eat. Nice spaghetti squash that was baked and done with some Beyond meat and some vegan cheese on there, just baked like a spaghetti. Beautiful. Just looking at some of the stats from this run, I knew that it was significantly uphill, basically like running up the side of a mountain. But overall, my entire moving time was only about 20 minutes. Covered a little over 3K, about 2 miles. The elevation gain in the first, well, obviously I went up and then came back down, so it was less than a mile uphill. It was actually only about 1.5 kilometers, and I had 87 meters of elevation gain, which is around 280 feet of elevation gain in less than a mile. Now, I know that's not quite as insane as, you know, hiking up the literal side of a mountain, you know, some really steep stuff, but for runnable, you know, this was, I ran all of this, that's quite a bit of elevation gain in less than a mile. Definitely probably the steepest run consecutive, like 1.5 kilometers, we'll call it a mile, that I've ever run, I would say. I didn't have hills like this where I used to live, even though I could find very hilly areas and do repeats and stuff. I didn't have long, constant uphills. I mean, I'm living in a valley, and technically this is the end of a mountain range. It's actually part of the Appalachian Mountains that has extended off past Maine into New Brunswick and Nova Scotia and beyond. But yeah, pretty crazy. I liked it. It was fun. So day 6 of the run streak was just, you know, up the hill. Let's see what happens. And yeah, I'm just looking at my laptop here to look at these stats, and I mean, as expected, it was pretty slow going. The first kilometer was 57 meters of elevation gain in just that first K. So whatever that is. And so my pace was a 6-minute 50-second kilometer. Very slow for me. You know, that's like, I don't even know what that is. That's over 11 minutes per mile for sure. But the grade adjusted pace was a 5-minute 22-second kilometer. So it's as if I was running 1.5 minutes faster per kilometer because of the grade, or about 2.5 minutes per mile faster, due to the grade of the hill. So yeah, obviously a lot quicker downhill. Got to come down really nicely and quickly, which was fun, although I still didn't really allow myself to open it up because I didn't want to, like, you know, overdo it. You can run too fast going downhill when you're not used to downhill running. It can be really tough on you for sure. So kept that under control, but yeah, it was fun anyway. I will very likely incorporate this. Like I said earlier, I could have went a little bit further and come out onto the main road. I might try to incorporate this into a longer run sometime. That terrain gets pretty tough though, so I'm not really sure how it'll work out. But in any case, day 6 of the run streak is in the books. Feeling pretty good. I mean, I'm not running long, but I'm just doing different things and enjoying it so far. It's getting easier to get up and get out every day, so we'll see how it goes. Only 359 left to go. All right, we'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.